Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning from WKYT. We hope you had a great weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. It is Monday, August 17th.
And now it's 6 a.m. More than 100 people were in a crowded Lexington Park where police say a man grabbed children and followed them into a bathroom.
Why investigators say a deadly house fire in eastern Kentucky was no accident.
And a heads up for drivers, a look at the newly reopened stretch of Alumni Drive in Lexington that could cause some traffic confusion today.
Well, we're pretty dry this morning, but we are looking outside. Look for that rain to slide on in here as we go throughout the day. It's not much, it's not widespread, but we are going to be experiencing at least some thunderstorms out and about with temperatures sitting there in the mid-80s. The humid conditions will be back. We'll talk all about your forecast coming up.
All right, and new on WKYT this morning, a man is in jail accused of grabbing children in a Lexington park.
It happened during an annual event that draws dozens of people from all over the country. WKYT's Mark Barber is live in downtown Lexington with more on this crime alert.
Good morning, Rebecca. Police say not only did the 35-year-old man grab children in the park, they say he also tried to go into bathrooms with them. Now, according to an arrest citation, Andre Houston scared several young children. Police say the unusual behavior happened during a large family event at the Charles Young Park yesterday. There were more than 100 people in the park for the 15th annual East End Family Reunion. Officers tell us Houston had already been barred from the park twice this week by Parks and Rec when he showed up again yesterday. After he was arrested and booked into jail, police say they found a crack pipe hidden in his mouth. Houston will appear in court later today to be arraigned on several charges, including drug possession and criminal trespassing. So who is the 35-year-old man who set off the alarms at the family event? I've been digging through court records this morning, and I found that this is the 10th felony case that the man has faced in the past 10 years. We'll break down the serious charges that he's faced coming up at 6:30. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you very much. A man accused of posing as a wounded Marine to get a service dog for free is due in court today in Lexington. Jeffrey Alcorn was arrested at Bluegrass Airport. A veterans organization says Alcorn used fake documents to get a free flight to Georgia, where he then picked up a service dog. He was arrested when he and the dog got off the plane in Lexington. Police have charged Alcorn with 2 counts of theft by deception. Court documents say Alcorn admitted to never having served in the military.
A man died on the Cumberland River while investigators say he was trying to help his injured wife. The Pulaski County coroner identified the victim as 58-year-old David Zuver of Ohio. Investigators say his wife hurt her ankle while trying to tie up their houseboat near the Burnside Marina. While helping her, they say Zuver got caught between the houseboat and the bank. In Whitley County, search crews are out looking for a possible drowning victim on Laurel Lake. On Saturday, someone reported seeing a teenager go under the water at the spillway. We made calls overnight. It's not clear if crews plan to continue their search later today.
We're tracking a crime alert in eastern Kentucky where foul play is suspected in a deadly house fire. State police say 26-year-old April Dean was trapped inside the home when it caught fire in the Stanville community of Harlan County, and she died at the scene. No arrests have been made in that yet. A man involved in a shootout at a southern Kentucky hotel is now facing charges. The Commonwealth Journal reports 28-year-old Christopher McCracken from Nashville was indicted on evidence tampering and weapons charges. Police say he was involved in a shootout outside America's Best Value Inn in Somerset back in June. At the time of the shooting, police told us that members of several motorcycle clubs were also involved. Members of a U.S. Army skydiving team are returning to their base after a parachutist died from a stunt at the Chicago Air and Water Show.
The Golden Knights team will head to Fort Bragg in North Carolina where they can meet with chaplains. Sergeant First Class Corey Hood of Cincinnati died. The 32-year-old, who had served 5 tours of duty in Iraq and Afghanistan, was injured when he collided in midair with a member of the Navy's precision skydiving team. That man was treated for a broken leg. Authorities in San Diego County say 5 people were killed when 2 small planes collided in midair while approaching Brown Field Municipal Airport. One plane was carrying 4 people who work for the military contractor BAE Systems. The pilot of the other plane was on a cross-country trip. A fire official says both planes caught fire when they hit the ground and broke apart. And the head of a rescue operation in eastern Indonesia says smoke is still billowing from the wreckage of a passenger plane that crashed with 54 people on board. A search plane spotted the wreckage in a rugged area in Papua. That's about an altitude of about 8,500. That plane went down yesterday in bad weather. Officials still are not able to tell whether there are any survivors. 5 children were among the passengers.
The time is 6:05 here on WKYT this morning, and back here in Kentucky, after a couple of extra days of summer break, classes will start this morning for students at a Madison County school. Daniel Boone Elementary was the only school in the county that didn't start back last week. Construction at the school was not finished in time. The district says students at Daniel Boone Elementary will not have to make up the missed days because their school calendar is already longer than the state requires. Well, a shout out this morning to a Kentucky Little League team who won the Great Lakes Region Championship.
Kentucky's Bowling Green Eastern Little League cruised their way through the championship game, knocking off a Wisconsin team 13-0. The Bowling Green team ended the tournament with a 3-1 record. And the team now moves on to the first round of the Little League Baseball World Series on Thursday.
And this is a big deal. By the way, Kentucky apparently has quite a record in the Little League World Series. 7 appearances and 1 championship.
All right. Congratulations.
So we will see how this all goes. Time to check weather on your Monday morning.
Yeah, and look, they first started off in the Little League World Series back in 1971, and here they are today still going strong. It's pretty cool out there. Let's check outside and see what's going on. And we're sitting there at Clays Ferry Bridge. Things look pretty good at the Richmond Cam. No real fog issues out and about, mainly there in some of those lower lying areas, the valley regions. You know how it goes, eastern, southeastern Kentucky. And we're sitting there in the 60s. Couple of 70s sprinkled in here and there. Winchester, Lexington, Mount Sterling, Camargo, Jeffersonville, go down the Mountain Parkway, maybe Slade Community, sitting there across the Mountain Parkway, sitting right around 70 degrees. We hit the afternoon, 84. It's not that hot. Now, yesterday was pretty hot. We were sitting there around 90 degrees for most locations, and we'll actually be much less at that temperature-wise, sitting at 84. Now, a few storms will be out and about because the moisture's still there. So it's going to be a warm and humid day in the forecast. We'll have those through the next few afternoons. Storms will be on the increase, though, especially as we hit midweek, because we'll get some cooler air sliding on in here. And we'll look for Wednesday, Thursday time frame to actually have that chance of rain in the forecast, the best chance, I should say, because today and tomorrow are pretty much carbon copies of each other, pretty much the same weather, mid-80s, also smaller chances of thunderstorms, and no real widespread severe weather expected. You know how it goes, though. You get into the summertime, you get that heat going on, you could spark up an isolated severe thunderstorm. That's the possibility today and tomorrow. Wednesday, Thursday, I think it's a little better chance, but still no widespread severe weather is expected anytime soon. So that's some beneficial rain to the yards. A lot of us have not seen rain in almost 5-6 days, so it's been some time, but it looks like you will get that Wednesday and Thursday after kicking that out of the way. Friday and Saturday, again, Rebecca, look pretty good for all those events as we slide off towards your weekend.
Looking again towards the weekend. I like it. Each morning we bring you weather and traffic together. Here's a look at live drive traffic. Let's see what's happening here at Nicholasville and Shady Lane. Looking pretty good out there this morning. No issues to deal with.
Yeah, it looks good, and we have no reports of any major problems at the moment. Here in a bit, we'll tell you about what we'll be watching today with those new roundabouts along Alumni Drive. Classes haven't started back yet, but students are starting to arrive at UK and EKU and other places, so it's going to get busy. And coming up, we do have the traffic alert we'll tell you about. A look at that newly redesigned alumni project. That's coming up in about 3 minutes or so.
And some new attractions coming to Disneyland, how they're making history ahead.